A very good morning to all my dear students. Today we are going to do a beautiful story of Lion. Lion, the King of the Forest, Unit 9 in English Prose. There are many activities given in the textbook which I am going to explain you as we are going to read each one of them and understand and write the answers. I want all of you to keep your pencils and erasers ready for filling all the activities. I want all of you to do the textual exercises in the textbook only and to write question and answers, hard words and word meanings in your notebook in good handwriting. I would also request all the students, while watching my video, I want all of you to sit along with your textbook so that you understand what we are going through. So let's start with our activity 1. Activity 1. Can you name the animals in the pictures given below? Tell your classmates or your friends and teachers which is your favorite animal and where have you seen them. Now, here you have to do two different exercises. First one is to write the names of the given animals in activity 1 in textbook only with your pencil. Another exercise in activity 1 is to write a paragraph using the words like whiskers, claws, paws, tail, wings, beak, fur, feather. Describe your favorite animal or bird from the pictures given below. Now, if you like any one of them, write at least 5 lines to describe them and why do you like them the most and where have you seen them. You might have seen them in a safari or maybe in a zoo, maybe in a movie or in the Net Geo. Okay, so this is your exercise in activity 1. Let us now understand the difference between the nocturnal and diurnal animals. Nocturnal is characterized by those animals that do a lot of activities during the night and sleep during the day. Diurnal animals, on the other hand, do a lot of work during the day and sleep at night, like human beings. Mammals, insects, birds, and reptiles are examples of diurnal animals, while bats, owl, and cats are nocturnal animals. Activity 2. Now, there are certain questions given based on the pictures given in the activity 1. Discuss the following questions and share your answers with your friends and teacher. Which of these animals, the one which are given in the activity 1, which of these animals in the picture are nocturnal? So, nocturnal animals which are active during the night, they are owl and the bat. Okay. Which of these animals, question number 2, which of these animals in the picture are diurnal? So all the animals except owl and bat are diurnal animals. Question number 3, which of these animals in the picture can live on land? Again, all the animals which are given in the picture can live on land. So you have to name each one of them using comma. Question number 4. Which of these animals in the picture can live in water? Now there are no animals given which can live in water, so you will write none. None of them can live in water. Okay. Crocodile can live on both land and in water. Which of these animals, question number 5, which of these animals in the picture can live on land and in water? So snake and crocodile is the answer. Activity 3. Name a few other animals that can categorized in this table. Discuss their habitat with your classmates and teacher. Now you are not going to discuss anything with your class teacher or classmate, okay? But you have to fill in the table. I will give you the answers. You can check with mine. You have to write, few examples are given. You have to write in nocturnal sea, bat is given. Which are the other animals you can think of which you call as nocturnal? Such as owl, moths, foxes, badgers, hedgehogs, rat and cat. Now, diurnal animals can be zebra, dogs, elephants, gorillas, deer, honeybees, squirrels, chimpanzee. On the land, again you can repeat the same animals in diurnal. You can repeat the same for the land. In water, fish, octopus, seal, shark, seahorse, walrus, squid, lobster. And in land and water, the amphibians, the animals which are also called as amphibians, you have to write under frog. Frog is an amphibian. Crocodile again is an amphibian. Tortoise, salamander, crabs, hippopotamus, mudskipper and water snakes are also called as amphibians. Okay, so this was about activity 2 and 3. Activity 4. Read the poem aloud and enjoy the roar of the lion. Try to imitate the roar of a lion with your classmates. A Lion's Roar. This is the poem written by David Harris. You have to write down, copy this poem in your notebook only one time in good handwriting. They say a lion's roar can be heard 5 miles away. Therefore, if you wake up one night and you hear a lion's roar, which is completely different from the old man's snore. Snore matlab खर्राटे. Okay? Don't panic. The lion could be at least 5 miles away. Then, on the other hand, maybe you should panic. The lion could actually be only 5 minutes away. ओके ये पोएम आपको बोल रहा है कि एक लायन की जो आवाज़ है, रोर की जो आवाज़ है, वो 5 माइल्स तक सुनाई देती है. अगर आप किसी रात उठ जाएं और आपको लायन की आवाज़ सुनाई दे रही है तो आप बिल्कुल भी डरना नहीं. कहीं इसको किसी इंसान के खर्राटों के साथ में मैच मत करके कोशिश मत करना, क्योंकि इंसान के खर्राटे की आवाज़ एकदम अलग होती है और लायन के रोर की आवाज़ एकदम अलग होती है. वैसे तो डरने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि अगर लायन की आवाज़ आपको आ रही है तो वो कम से कम 5 माइल्स की दूरी पर है. लेकिन आपको डरना भी चाहिए, क्योंकि 5 माइल्स लायन 5 मिनट में कवर कर लेगा. ओके, सो दिस इज़ द पोएम विच वॉज रिटन बाय डेविड हैरिस. आपको कॉपी करना है इन योर नोटबुक. Activity 5. In Activity 5, you have to match the column A with an animal in column B. See, in column A, the sound of the animal is given, and in column B, the picture of the animals are given. Now you have to match them. Okay. So a dash says moo. Which animal says moo? It's a cow. A frog says ribbit. In American frogs, when the American says that the frog ribbit, otherwise we say it croaks. Okay, so don't get confused. Here it is frog, that says ribbit. Fine. Again, let's continue with the matching activity of activity 5. I'm giving you the answers. Which animal says tweet tweet? It's a bird. So you will write a bird says tweet tweet. A dash says quack quack. Which animal says quack quack? It's a duck. Which animal says oink oink? It's a pig. A sheep says ba. A horse says neigh. Okay, so these were the answers to the activity 5. Activity 6. Let's read and enjoy the story. You must have read this story before, but this story is about the Simba, the lion, and the wind. This story is about how Simba saved non renewable energy such as petrol by introducing with the renewable energy wind. Now, what is the meaning of renewable and non renewable energy that we will understand in the later stages, okay, after we finish this story. So let's start. The Lion and the Wind is the title of the story. There was once a very special lion called Simba who lived on the African savanna. Simba would play in the plains, running and jumping with his friends, the leopards, and other animals in the area. Simba had a very special gift. For every time he rode, he created such a strong wind, it seemed like a hurricane. Hurricane matlab tufan. On the savannah where Simba lived, there were a lot of different kinds of animals, such as giraffe, elephants, hyenas, etc. And even though it wasn't a particularly green place, there were a lots of species of trees and plants. One day, as Simba was playing with his friends, they saw enormous machines destroying a part of the plain by digging into the earth. The humans are building oil wells, said one of the wisest lions. Day by day, the man built more and more oil wells, destroying nature in the process. Simba had fewer and fewer friends to play, and fewer plains in which to turn about, and he knew that it was the men that were causing it all. So he decided to ask the wisest lion in the area for a solution. The wise old lion said, the only solution is for the man to stop using petrol and use renewable energies such as wind instead. This suggestion of the old lion gave Simba an idea, and he decided to help one of the most powerful renewable energies in the world, that is the wind power. So he went around all the countries in the world roaring with all his might to create a great wind that could help man use more renewable energy. In the end, Simba succeeded in getting mankind to stop using petrol, and the African savanna recovered completely. So, with this, we end the story over here. This story says that Simba was a very special lion who lived on the African savanna. He used to play along with his friends, okay, in the jungle, in the forest. But one day he saw that men are drilling the ground to fetch oil and petrol from the ground. So he was really worried that if all the companies and all the human beings are going to start digging ground, there won't be any ground left for him to play around with his friends. So he asked one of his wisest lion, who in return gave him the answer that men need renewable energy instead of using non renewable energy like petrol and oil. So he remembered, he just clicked the idea that God has given him a beautiful gift. When do you remember that gift? Yes, when he used to roar aloud there the climate used to change, and there used to be wind blowing like a hurricane. Okay, so he decided to roar all around the world and give this gift, the wind power, to the human beings. And he did the same, because of which the African savanna was recovered completely, and mankind stopped using petrol, and instead of that, they started using wind as the renewable source of energy. Fine. So let us do further exercises. Let's know more about renewable and non-renewable energy. What is the difference between renewable and non-renewable energy? The renewable energy sources are those which are never exhausted, जो कभी ख़त्म नहीं होते और आप उनको बार बार यूज़ कर सकते हैं. What is the non-renewable resources of energy which are limited, such as coal, petrol, oil, okay, and natural gases? They are limited source. Once it is exhausted, वो ख़त्म हो जाएंगे, you won't be able to use them. But if you want to use solar power, sun rays, to cook your food, then they are called, the sunlight is called the renewable source of energy. Fine. Let us do activity 7. Now, based on this story, there are some questions given. Let us quickly read each one of them and understand its meaning. Activity 7. Discuss the following questions with your teachers and classmates. Who was Simba? Where did he live? Simba कौन था और वह कहाँ रहता था? Simba was a very special lion. He lived on the African savanna. What was Simba's special gift? Simba के special gift क्या थी? तो Simba had a very special gift. For every time he rode, he created such a strong wind, it seemed like a hurricane. Question number 3. What did Simba see when he was playing with his friends? Simba ने क्या देखा जब वो अपने दोस्तों के साथ खेल रहा था? तो when Simba was playing with his friends, he saw enormous machines destroying a part of the plane by digging into the earth. This is the answer. Question number 4. Who were causing problem for Simba and his friends and why? Who were causing problems? कौन उनको ट्रबल कर रहे थे? कौन प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट कर रहे थे? Men. Okay, so the men were causing problem for Simba and his friends. क्यों? क्योंकि the men were using the non-renewable energy sources such as petrol. Okay, इसलिए वो गड्ढा खोद के सिम्बा और उसके फ्रेंड्स को ट्रबल कर रहे थे. क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. व्हाट डिड सिम्बा डू टू रिकवर सवाना? सवाना को वापस ठीक करने के लिए सिम्बा ने क्या किया? तो सिम्बा ने what he did, he moved around the world and roaring with all his might to create great wind that would help men use more renewable energy, that is wind. And so when he succeeded in getting mankind to stop using petrol, the African savanna recovered completely. Fine, so these were the exercises, the questions based on the story. Activity 8. Animal idioms. Idioms matlab मुहावरे. Read the idioms and their meanings carefully and try to make 3 sentences for each idiom after reading and discussing the examples given below. Now here some examples are given, the meaning is given and the idioms are given. I will explain you each one of them, and you have to write at least 3 sentences on each idiom that is given in your notebook in good handwriting. You must also write activity 8 on the top of the sentences that you will write, okay, in the margin given. Let us see the first one. Cat nap. Nap means short sleep. Cat nap means a short sleep. For example, I am going to have a cat nap while you are cooking dinner. जब तक तुम खाना बना रहे हो तब तक मैं फटाक थोड़ी देर सो लेता हूँ. So that थोड़ी देर is called cat nap. Second, copycat. A person who does the same thing as someone else. अगर आप किसी की तरह कॉपी कर रहे हैं, अगर आप उसके एक्शंस को कॉपी कर रहे हैं तो आप क्या कहलाएंगे? कॉपीकैट कहलाएंगे. माई सिस्टर इज़ सच अ कॉपीकैट. फर्स्ट शी ब्रॉट द सेम कार एज मी एंड नाउ शी इज़ अप्लाइंग टू माई स्कूल. मेरी बहन बहुत बड़ी कॉपीकैट है. पहले तो वो मेरे ही जैसी कार लेकर आई, अब वो मेरे ही स्कूल में अप्लाई कर रही है, एडमिशन ले रही है. डॉग डेज. वेरी हॉट डेज. बहुत गर्म दिन. आई स्लीप इन द बेसमेंट ड्यूरिंग द डॉग डेज ऑफ अगस्त. जब बहुत गर्मी होती है तब मैं बेसमेंट में सोता हूँ. ऐसा ही सेंटेंस कह रहा है. हैव अ काउ. गेट एक्सट्रीमली अपसेट often over something stacked. My teacher had a cow when she realized nobody had done the homework. Have a cow का मतलब होता है गुस्सा हो जाना. ठीक है, बहुत गुस्सा हो जाना. तो मेरी टीचर मुझसे गुस्सा हो गई, हम सबसे गुस्सा हो गई जब उन्होंने देखा कि किसी ने भी होमवर्क नहीं किया है. फिशी. स्ट्रेंज, डाउटफुल या फिर ऑड. देयर इज़ समथिंग फिशी. ओके, अगर आपको किसी चीज़ पे डाउट होता है या किसी का बिहेवियर आपको ऑड लगता है तब हम यूज़ करते हैं फिशी. गेट द लायंस शेयर. गेट द ग्रेटेस्ट परसेंटेज. ओके, किसी भी चीज़ का बड़ा हिस्सा जब लिया जाता है या दिया जाता है तो उसे हम कहते हैं लायंस शेयर. ओके. माई ब्रदर गॉट द लायंस शेयर ऑफ द केक. मेरे भाई को केक का सबसे बड़ा हिस्सा मिला. दैट इज़ लायंस शेयर. रेनिंग कैट्स एंड डॉग्स. रेनिंग हैविली. रेनिंग कैट्स एंड डॉग्स मतलब ज़ोर से बारिश होना. लेट द कैट आउट ऑफ द बैग. टेल अ सीक्रेट. ओके. Who let the cat out of the bag about the surprise party? मतलब सरप्राइज पार्टी के बारे में वो जो सीक्रेट था वो किसने बताया. ओके, सो दीज आर द idioms given in activity 8. I want all of you to write 3 sentences on each one of them and in good handwriting in your notebook. In activity 9, let us take a quick look at our 10 cool facts about the gorgeous king of the jungle, lion. Now in this activity you don't have to do anything, you just have to read the facts which are given about the lion. Lions usually live in a group of 10 to 15 animals called prides. An adult male lion roar can be heard up to 8 kilometers away. A lion may sleep for up to 24 hours a day. A female lion needs 5 kgs of meat a day. A male needs 7 kgs or more a day. The name for the baby lion is a cub, whelp or lioness. Female lions do 85 to 90% of the pride's hunting, whilst the male lions patrol the area and protect the pride. In the wild, lions live for an average of 12 to 16 years. They live up to 25 years in imprisonment. जब उनको खुला छोड़ा जाता है लायन को तो वो कम से कम 12 से 15 साल जीते हैं. ठीक है, 16 ईयर्स जीते हैं. लेकिन अगर उनको कैद कर लेते हैं जैसे कि ज़ू में तो वो 25 ईयर्स तक जी सकते हैं. Lions go on the hunt for food, mostly from dusk till dawn. Female lions reach two-thirds of their adult size by the time they are 2 years old. A lion can run for short distance at 50 miles per hour and leap as far as 36 feet. मतलब कि लायन जो है वो जो सबसे कम डिस्टेंस होता है वो 50 माइल्स पर आवर की स्पीड पे दौड़ता है, और जो लीप है यानी जो जंप करता है वो 36 फीट तक की जंप करता है. लायंस हंट animals such as deer, buffaloes, wild pigs in forest. Now these are just the facts. You just have to go through them. You don't have to write them in your notebook. Okay, just read it, because when we will meet on Google Meet, I'm going to ask questions from you. Activity 10. The present table is about national parks of the state of Gujarat. Read the following information and discuss with your teacher and friends about the sanctuary you visited from the table. Now, there is a passage given and a table is given. Let us go through the passage first. Also tell them about the animals you have seen in forest or zoo and which sanctuary you would like to visit. Gujarat state came into existence on May 1, 1960, after the division of the state of Bombay. The total geographical area of the state is 196024 square kilometers, out of which 18961.56 square kilometer, that is 9.67%, is declared forest area, with 7.72% of the area as forest cover. The unique features of the state are the climatic and the geographical conditions, that is the largest coastline in the country, the salty desert, the grasslands and wetlands. These factors have given the state a diversity of plant life and animal life. The Royal Asiatic lion and the wild ours have their last resorts of the world in Gujarat. The animal life consists of 14% fishes, 18% of reptiles, 37% of avifauna, the birds of particular region, habitat or geographical period, and 25% of the mammal population of the country. Forest Department of Gujarat is entrusted with the prime responsibility of protection, conservation and development of the forest and wildlife of the state. Now there is the table given. Name 4 national parks are given. When they were established is given. What is the area in square kilometer is also given. What is the location of that particular national park is also given. And which major species are found, that is given in the table. Fine. So what you have to do is you have to read this information and then you have to discuss with your parents or your friends that which national park you have visited. Okay, and have you seen these species or not? And if you have not visited any of the national parks, which one you would like to visit and why? That you have to tell us. So what you will do is you will write about which national park you want to go or you have visited. Okay, so if you have visited, you will write first visited, about the visited one. If you have not went to any of the national parks, then which one you want to go. Okay, that you have to write and why you have to write. So you have to write the reasons. Fine. With this, I end my chapter over here. If you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. Thank you for watching my video. I would request all of you to please subscribe my channel so that whatever videos are upcoming, you will not miss any one of them. And do hit the bell button so that you get a notification message in your mail as well as on your phone. So I request all of you to please subscribe my channel, and I hope you have understood the chapter. If you have any doubt or you want to solve any query, you are feel please feel free to write in the comment section, and I will respond to you soon. Thank you once again. Have a good day.